Okay, just joining. Second half just started. Dracut versus Midwest. Midwest holding a 10-7 lead, but some early fireworks here in the second half. Long pass. And then there's another long gain. Brooks runs it in from 25. So a long pass set it up to Rob Moore. Might have been the first play of the second half. I was just setting up the broadcast when it happened. A couple plays later, after that goes for 46 yards, Brooks runs it in from 25. So explosiveness from Dracut to start the second half gives them a 14-10 lead. 12:36 left here. Third quarter. This is the first shot for Midwest in this second half. So how do we get here? See if we can piece it together best we can. We had lots of punts, so doesn't look like any turnovers, which is rare for this set. That has not held the scoring down. It looks like it has been just old-fashioned stops on defense. Dracut got their touchdown as the first quarter expired, right around the time that that Midwest did as well. Flat pass Herschel on this first down. He's going to get 12. Not covered. Went to his card guessed wrong. And Walker gets good yards out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Midwest. We don't have the latest and greatest, but Midwest, last I checked, 2 and 3. Dracut has already played a couple games here in addition to what we're seeing here. So the 2-0 is not the record for Dracut at this time. I know that for sure. Midwest might be right. Long pass, Sterling Sharp. Man back, guessed right. Blitzing coming, and it hits home. Anthony Bell gets to the quarterback. Let's see if we can sneak in pass rush before the formation comes in. We do. So we can get that matchup going forward. In that case, we had a 12 versus 0. So it wasn't much of a contest as the Phoenix linebackers from Dracut can bring the pressure. 100% chance there. 12 versus 0. So 2nd and 16. Midwest brings Jim Everett in his often talked about long pass ability. Short pass to Holman. Very strong tight end against a 0. Incomplete on Everett's card. The 6. A frustrating hole. All these quarterbacks, for the most part, Moon, maybe the main exception. All these quarterbacks have completion holes on short pass guessed right that are significant. Some QBs fill it in with must runs that help bridge that gap a little bit. And that's what makes them a little bit better. Everett has must run on 3, so not a must runner with any regularity. So now 3rd and long. There's 3 wide with Todd McNair, great pass catcher, essentially a receiver at a halfback. So a lot of options here for Everett up against the dime. McNair does not bring much in terms of running ability. So no fear there. Any strings to be pulled, certainly not in 3rd and 16. Flat pass to McNair. The 6 is home. He still gets 11 yards guessed right, but that's not enough. 4th and 5 up to midfield. And most likely a punt, but there's wiggle room here if Midwest wants to take a chance. They're thinking about it. Down 4, 10 minutes left in the 3rd. And goes for that punt. So Fullage is on. In good punt position. And it's going to be to the coffin corner. It's going to go to the 19-yard line. So would have been to the 3-yard line. So coffin corner technically doesn't work out there, all things being equal, but still inside the 20. And that's where Dracut will start their second possession. Harold Green, capable halfback behind James Brooks. Metzelaars is in at second tight end. We'll take a look at Metzelaars shortly. And these are the Jets wide receivers. Short pass to McKellar. 3 men guessed right. Some blitzing from Lawrence Taylor shows up. Let's see if the 80 or 90% can hit here. 24% falls short on the 40. Goes to the Brewers card, and it's incomplete, 2nd and 10. So Metzelar's is a card that we don't see often, don't look at often. It does not bring much. I guess there was a reason. So not going with Jamie Mueller as the fullback. Instead, too tight. Shoring up the left-hand side of the offensive line, which now goes from the inside out 4-6-5. Short pass McKellar again. Lots of pass rush coming. 3 men in zone, guessed right. Incomplete again on DeBerg's card. Would have been an INT call for the average defense of Midwest, average pass D. We have good, my memory serves, good run defense for Midwest. Average pass and the average for Dracut. 3rd and 10. One thing Brooks does not have is a lot of short gains. You see this line buck here on this shotgun formation is not going to hurt you if you pull the string and run the draw. Short pass, Mathis. 4 men in zone, guessed right. Again, incomplete. So DeBerg cannot find a short pass right completion on 3 chances. Speaks to that frustration in this set on short pass right. Not quite like the modern set. Jeff Query on the punt return calls for a fair catch. So 8:42 left, 3rd quarter. Midwest down 4 with the ball. Pretty good field position here from their own 44. Just a 37-yard punt on the roll 9. Pro set. It's Herschel Walker this time with Ickey Woods, and it's a linebacker to Herschel. And the nose tackle is going to make that play. Dracut has a advantage up front there. That's a 4 center for Midwest, flanked by guards that are 4 and 0 up against a 5 nose. Walker has a capable card, but your average, your expected yards per carry, not so strong there. And you see the nose tackle make the play to make it 2nd and 7. Long pass. Sterling Sharp, he is double teamed. And the sack comes in again. This time just a 27% chance. But 21 shows up on the 100 die. 3rd and long again for Midwest. Let's go to the box. Let's see. We've seen 2 sacks so far. Has that been all of them? There's been one more. A 3rd sack as well. And then Midwest has 1 on the Dracut touchdown drive early here in the second half before the James Rook touchdown run. So 3rd and 14. Again, 4 wide with McNair. And again, versus a non-blitzing 3-2-6. Same script as our last 3rd and long. This time it's a long pass to J.J. Burden. Nobody back there. Opportunity here. Long gain. Hits it on the 7. That's a touchdown. Jim Everett gets his 7 to hit thanks to the white die roll of 2. And Burden takes it in from 60 yards out. Burden presumably picked up as a part of the Kansas City halfback crew of Midwest. Makes it 16-14. Extra point, Davis. Believe he's 2 through 12. Let's see if that memory's right. It is 2 through 12, and many would miss it on that 11. So that attribute pays off there for Midwest. It's 17-14. Midwest with the lead halfway through 3rd quarter. And we have a possible fumble. White die of 2. And the white die on the kickoff, despite you see the 2 over here, white, not really. The white die is 6, according to the readout here. And I guess that's the one we have to pay attention to. So begin play white die of 2 is what we saw here. But you re-roll for the kickoff return, and that's where the 6 showed up. Flat pass, Metzelars. One man there. Guessed right. 4 yards. So DeBerg moving away from the short pass there. Going flat, not his strongest suit. Metzeler is not the strongest receiver. So not a very high expected result, especially when it was covered so well by the D. Makes it 2nd and 6, so not a bad result when it's all said and done. Too tight, again, with Metzelars, and it's still with Harold Green in the backfield. Rob Moore up against that 0 of Midwest. Already has a big play today. Linebuck Harold Green up against a 4-nose tackle. But there is a linebacker in zone creeped up, and that's going to make a difference. Cuts it down to 4-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 2 from just inside plus territory. Sticking too tight. Not calling for the blocking back here on this 3rd and short. Base 3-4. Got the Giants linebackers. Looking past L2. Nobody's there. Guessed right. Goes 0 men. 10 yards. And it's a first down to the Midwest 39-yard line. Important conversion there. Now down at 5:06 left, 3rd quarter. Once again, too tight versus the base 3-4. Linebacker Harold Green, the 5 linebacker, steps up into the lane. But it goes to Green's card, and he gets 11. On the short gain on 9. Down to the Midwest 28-yard line. Giants linebackers give Midwest a lot of options. You seem to be bringing that linebacker up. Haven't seen a guest run call so far from either side, I believe, here since we picked up the broadcast. Off tackle Harold Green. This time there's a 6th linebacker there. Guess wrong. Gets 7 yards on his card. So white die working well for Dracut here to make it 2nd and 3 from the 21-yard line. Jamie Mueller checks in now. You can see why he doesn't bring him in blocking situations, because he's not that good of a run blocker. Can run pretty well. Get you some tough yards. Better from 2 yards than 3 yards, though. Great from 2 yards. Not so hot from 3. In a guessed right scenario, anyway. Linebuck to Mueller. 6 is there in zone. Guessed wrong. So guessed wrong opens up the possibilities. Gets a yard, despite the fact the 5 comes up. So now more into Mueller's wheelhouse here with 2 yards to the line to gain. But Harold Green checks in. Mueller steps out. Take a look at Green's. Linebuck guessed right. Looking pretty good there. 2 yards on 7. Other opportunities as well. Probably shade under 20 chances. Guessed right. Last time we had a 3rd and short. Dracut found an empty looking pass zone for 10 yards. This time we see a run call. It's guessed right. 6 linebacker is there as well. The linebacker will make the play for a loss of 1, and force a field goal attempt. So big play there by the Giants linebackers. Makes it 4th and 3. Gary Anderson from Syracuse University. He's from 38 yards. And he hits it. We are tied at 17. 2:24 left, third quarter. Midwest going to start out at the 27. Let's do a check-in on carries here. 7 for Ickey. I'm sure there's plenty for Herschel. Yeah, 16 for Herschel. That's not much of a concern. These are these Cincinnati fullbacks is where the damage can really be done. And we see Ickey with 7. Not sure about Craig Taylor. Here's an end run to Ickey. Man is there. Guessed wrong. Whose card does it go to? It's Ickey's card. That means short gain, 15 yards, up to the 42-yard line. Ickey now, that's probably his best run of the game. So 6 for 29. Before that, he was 5 for 14. So it struggled. And there gets the roll. And a nice call on first down. Sticking pro set. Ickey stays in. And run again to Ickey. This time nobody's there. Advantage all the way around. 5 versus 4 and 6 yards for Ickey Woods. 5 and Rodney Holman versus the 4 defensive end. Guessed wrong, nobody home. That's what your situation you want. If you are Midwest, get 6. Wanted more, but 6 is a good gain. Second and very reasonable here for Midwest. Same formations all the way around. Linebuck to Ickey. Nobody's home. He'll get another 6. And that's a first down for Midwest into Dracut territory at the 46-yard line. That ends the third quarter, tied at 17. And we have Midwest driving. Off tackle, Woods, nobody home. The left offensive tackle cannot make that block. 6 white die, so just 3 yards. And 2nd and 7. So doesn't have to feel bad about not going end run there. Holman wouldn't have made that block either on the 6 white die. Flat pass to Holman. Guessed wrong, 9 yards. And Dracut should feel good about that because Holman can really do some damage. Guessed wrong in the flats. Take a quick peek here. That's a nice looking card. So first down up to Dracut's 34. Linebuck, Ickey, nobody home. Left guard won't be able to make the block. No gain, 2nd and 10. Sticking pro set as Ickey's carries dwindle now. 2 left to his first fatigue level. We'll pull up the box on Craig Taylor here in a moment. Long pass home and nobody back there guessed right. He's up against the 0. Opportunity here, guessed right or wrong. It's a must run for a loss of 2. Any fumble? No fumble on this sack. It seems correct. So Ronnie Lott gets credit for the must run loss. 3rd and 12. Let's see here. Okay, Craig Taylor has his carries. 2 carries so far, 14 yards. So we'll see more Taylor perhaps after this drive. First things first, it's 3rd and 12 from the 36, sort of in no man's land here. Formation would be the first question. Looking for 2 downs here to get 12. Looks like it. Pro set, Taylor in. And Dracut answers with the 3-3-5. That'll leave this extra DB right here to float around and go to any zone that he wishes to place him in. Everett, not a particularly strong flat passer. Containment. Short pass to Sharp. He is not double teamed. There are 3 men in zone. He gets 15 yards on the 1-1-1. No injuries here. So Sharp gets 15 up to the Dracut 21. And there's a conversion. There's a third time this half that Midwest was caught behind the sticks on a third down. And that is their first conversion in that situation. It's a big one. With 12:18 left, fourth quarter, tied at 17. On the precipice of the red zone. End run Herschel. He's guessed right. And he's going to lose 2. And look at that. Herschel, a 20.6 fumble. Guessed right. And it shows up as 42. A lot of guys in our league would have fumbled that ball. But Herschel hangs on. 2nd and 12. Sticks in pro set and sticks with Woods. Long pass, Holman. Nobody back there, guessed right. Up against that 0 again, incomplete. And now another 3rd and long for Jim Everett and Midwest. Quick look at the field goals. We have a joiner here. Not so good from this range. And we'll get our joiner in just a second after this 3rd down. 3 wide with McNair. Flat pass to McNair. The 6 is there. And he loses a yard. Makes field goal range even tougher. Welcome, Dennis.
Howdy.
We got a field goal here from Greg Davis. 50-50. You got a coin flip here. We're tied at 17. 10:48. He hits it. So Midwest takes the lead 20-17. 10:48 left. Fourth quarter. How have you been?
Good. So have we brought in a ringer? It looks like Tim Irvin's like running roughshod all over the league.
What is his current record? I showed it as 2-3. So it must be better than that now.
Or maybe it's just because I remember him beating me. He gave me a good spanking.
Well, that was a great game. I wish I would have been able to broadcast that game. That was back and forth. You came back from 2 scores down the fourth quarter, and then he came back after that, after getting his teeth punched in a little bit, came back and scored and won the game. Here's a short pass to McKellar, incomplete. DeBerg not finding the completions on his short pass column.
He is 2-3, so I'm just like going by confirmation bias or recency bias because I lost him, but he's taking out Mike would be a good feat too. I mean, Dracut's no easy win. For sure.
And
long way to go here.
Yeah. There's a ways to go, and this
that DeBerg short pass guessed wrong, man. That's something else.
It is. And he's missed all 4 short pass right opportunities on his cart. Long pass to Moore, double teamed, and looks like Lawrence Taylor gets through. 100% chance. 69 shows up on the 100 die. So 3rd and 20.
See, you get into the fourth quarter, I feel like a lot of these coaches give up on the run. And I do myself sometimes. You feel like, I've got to get that. I've got to get that first down in one shot. Run the ball. See, James Brooks has only got 16 carries, so he's got plenty of carries, only 23 in the game.
He's hit one big one for a touchdown.
He's got 50-50, so he's doing all right.
3rd and 20, no choice. Even Brooks really cannot give it to you at all on his card here. Looking past Moore, he's double teamed, but there's nobody there.
Double teamed by a linebacker, right?
Is it a linebacker?
It is.
Johnny Cooks? No, I don't think it's. Nonetheless, 9 yards. Well short, 4th and 11.
Yeah, it was definitely his linebacker because he had 2 men deep. And you weren't able to do that if you were using that to double one of them.
Who is Johnny Cook on the Giants linebackers? I don't know. 50 yards. To the Midwest 31. Nice punt. Fair catch. So time for Dracut to play some defense here. Down 3, 8:42 left.
Yeah, Johnny Cook is the backup 4-4-4 linebacker. I don't know why. You know, the CM will have these things in there where it says bring in the higher pass rush linebacker. So he got substituted over Carl Banks, who's a 5.53.
Thank you for solving the mystery.
Yeah, let's see what Midwest is cooking up on offense now.
Look in, Holman guessed wrong. He can do some damage, and he'll just get 6. Checking on the linebacker. Icky Woods down to 2 carries, but plenty left in the tank for Craig Taylor. Right behind him. Herschel, of course, has plenty. Sharp up against a 4, Holman against a 0. I expect Midwest to do a little bit more short and long passing before this series is up to those two guys.
No picks, no fumbles today.
Yeah, it's been clean. Yeah, which is rare. Look in pass, Holman. Nobody home, 10 yards. So Dracut had maybe one run call up into this drive, and then we see some early here, which makes sense. Doesn't work out there. 1st and 10 up to the 47. Flat pass, Sharp. One man there. It's a 6. Guessed right. Gets 6 yards on Everett's card. Midwest will take that all day long right now. 2nd and 4. Into Dracut territory. The Phoenix linebackers for Dracut. They've been getting to the quarterback, especially this half. Linebuck Woods. Linebacker is there, guessed wrong. On Woods' card, 6. 1st down, up to the Dracut 41. 6:18 now left, 4th quarter. So getting to the point where I expect Midwest to launch it. Is it here or is it a couple plays from now? Look in past McNair. He's double teamed. Incomplete. Nice call by Dracut. Would have been the interception reading if he went deep. Given the white die, long gain on a 1-2-3 white die with the 7 roll. Overall, a pretty advantageous matchup, I think, here for Midwest when you got Holman and Sharp up against a 0 and a 4.
Yeah, and we're getting to the point where once it hits 5 minutes, he can go to a 3-3-5 to kind of mitigate some of those matchups.
Yep. Right on. 2nd and long. Long pass to Sharp. There it is. Guessed wrong. We've been waiting for this. Does Midwest cash it in? They do. 35 yards down to the 6. And there's that big play. Sharp.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to your opponent. They get you guessing wrong, and the dice come through for it.
Yeah, it was certainly a high percentage player right there against an average D. Dracut goes average. Now 1st and goal, looking for the knockout punch here, or what would be close to it anyway, to make it a 2-score game with 5 minutes left. Short pass, risking the sack, which Dracut's been finding all day, and avoids the INT. Avoids the 55% sack, then avoids the INT. So Midwest tiptoes its way to a 2nd and goal from the 6.
Needless to say, if you can hold them to a field goal here, that's fantastic. You get the ball back with a chance to take the lead.
That sack would have almost guaranteed it. End run, Taylor sniffs this one out. Guessed right man is there. Good call by Dracut. Does not matter. Short gain shows up, guessed right. Those really strong Cincinnati fullbacks flex their muscles despite the very good call. And it is a touchdown, 26-17. Davis, 2 through 12, will make it 27-17 momentarily. And Midwest is in control. No doubt there is time for Dracut to pull off some hijinks here. DeBerg, this is not the DeBerg card of old. He can go deep when needed. Brooks can certainly launch one off too, but not out of the line buck. And he's in the shotgun. He loses his long gains on line buck. And that's why you see Midwest go to the dime. I don't know that you'd see a dime if he was not in shotgun. Looking past to Tune. 0 is there. Ends up incomplete. 2nd and 10. I like that dime here. Yep, sticks with it. Makes a lot of sense to me. Lots of zeros on the field for Midwest D. Short pass to Moore. Again, incomplete on DeBerg's card. Think that makes him 0 for 6 in the half.
As good as he is, guess wrong, guess right. Lots of blanks.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. You know, the set overall, with the exception of Moon, there's not many completions. Well, there's plenty, but there's a lot of room for frustration. Short pass guessed right in this set. And they got a double team short pass to Burkett here. Incomplete. So the double team pays off. Would have been 14 yards. Dracut's got to go for it. 4th and 10 now. Will Midwest bring a blitz? Probably not. Does not want to risk the sniper scope here.
Yeah, when you get up 2 scores, it's best to play conservative in this league with these rules.
And a double team short pass incompletion turns the ball over to Midwest. And that will likely do it. Taylor, short yardage. Not going to make that block. No gain. 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2:42 now. So he'll be able to take it to just inside the warning if no timeouts are called. And if he continues to run. Long pass to Walker. Guessed right. Nobody home. That 6 outside linebacker, Ken Harvey, makes the play. So Harvey has been Harvey's a nice little deterrent against these strong pass-catching halfbacks in the set. But you like to blitz him too. So in that case, he stays back on his 12-star pass rush and does the job defending. You don't get that in the modern set too often. Big blitzer with a 6 pass defense. Draw to Taylor, which would have increased the fumble percentage if it guessed right. But instead, it is a 2-yard gain, 4th and 8. Not that it would have gone up too much. Would have gone to make, 9 or 12 or something, because Taylor's min fumbles. 4th and 8. Comes Greg Davis. The kick is good. So we are at 1:52 left. Down 13. Touchback. And DeBerg will start chucking it. Well, we'll continue chucking it. Long pass to Moore. He's doubled up, and Fred Stokes gets in. 10 versus a 4, 71% chance. Pushes Dracut back to their own 6. And they take a timeout with a 1:45 left. So, Dracut, can you give me an update if you have it there? I had him at 2-0. I know that's not true anymore, Dennis. Where does this put Dracut in the standings?
Hold on. Let me open that up again.
As mentioned before, Midwest will square up their record now at 3-3.
It's funny, there were several teams that marched out to an undefeated start. Myself, you, Dracut, and then you get to that third or fourth game when you're 3-0 or 4-0, and then the breaks just seem to go against you and you lose a couple. So
yeah.
Dracut is now 4-2. They'll be 4-3 after this one, and they were 4-0, a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. Who is our leader? Is it Lawrence?
Lawrence is 7-3. I'm 6-2. Dracut's 5-3. Ramstein's 4-2, and St. Pete's 4-2. So we got the highest win total is Wisconsin, who's 8-5. So Butch is one game away from wrapping up a playoff spot.
Should be a nice achievement. Midwest takes over on downs. We'll see some knees here or something like it. Run to Taylor, loses a yard. And Dracut lets it run. And that'll do it. Let's see if we can get the guys in. These guys like to talk.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Thanks for broadcasting it. And good luck to both these coaches the rest of the way.
Thank you very much, Dennis.
All right, take care.
So we are one kneel away. We'll make it a look-in pass, incomplete. Makes it 4th down, so that means we do have 2 plays left. Thanks, Tim. Greg Davis lines it up and hits it. 33-17. And will be a kickoff away. It looks like Anderson hits a home run for the White Sox to give the White Sox a 5-0 lead on the Yankees. Anderson, part of a bit of a controversy last night. Shoves it up the Yanks' nose, which I always like. And on this last play, a long pass to Altoon is incomplete, and that'll bring it to an end, finally. Midwest 33, Dracut 17. We'll give these guys 30 seconds. Because I got a trip again tomorrow, so don't have too much time, but let's see if we can get them on. Midwest with a strong yards per play advantage. 10 yards per attempt for Everett. 118 rating on the game. All right, looks like we have no takers. We'll end the broadcast here. Whoop, there's somebody right in time. Hey, Michael. Michael, can you hear me? Michael Stucci, going once. Going twice. No, Michael. If you're there, Michael, we can't hear you. We'll give Tim 10 more seconds then. See if we get either of them on here. I guess that'll do it. Congratulations to Midwest on the win. We'll see you on the broadcast soon.